Hey Libra, welcome to Black Star Tarot. This is your monthly oracle reading. So we're going to be using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, Spirit Speaking, and Path of Shadows. Okay. All right. So let's start. All right. Messages for Libra. Okay, Libra. All right. All right. So it says converse with awareness. So speak with awareness this month, Libra. There's a message here that you speak with awareness, like be mindful of what you say. Okay, and make sure that whatever you say is honorable. All right, so don't curse nobody out this month. Don't lie. Even if it's a small thing, I don't know, but you're being asked to converse with awareness. Know, what's going on around you, and watch who you talk to this month too. So you could be conversing with someone and maybe they can't be trusted. Okay, so be mindful of that as well. All right, what other messages we have for Libra? Then we'll get into your oracle messages. Okay, so let's see what we have for you. All right, we got one. Let's see. All right, so this says mirror, labyrinth, illusions and reflections. Who are you trying to fool? When you turn your back to the mirror, there's still someone looking at you. Okay, so, well, maybe you or somebody needs to just be mindful. Like I said, I don't know. It could be something that is said here this month. It doesn't have to be you saying it, okay? Maybe somebody's trying to make you look like a fool, maybe when you turn your back. However, it's speaking of you. So it says illusions and reflections. It says who are you trying to fool? When you turn your back to the mirror, there's still someone looking at you. So this definitely also talks about like yourself, right? Being honest, with yourself. So maybe it's the things that you say, to you, Libra. Be mindful what you say to yourself. Like, when you look in the mirror, when you speak of yourself, when you speak of, others, like speak highly, of yourself, because you should, right? That's how we keep our vibes up, and how we feel inside is how, pretty much what we see in our environment. Okay, so those were your spirit messages. All right, so we had a flipper. It says to the sea. All right, it's card number 7. And you have all that glitters, ain't gold. So I'm kind of sensing a couple different things in this reading. But I do want to read go to the sea, okay? And then I will definitely share my thoughts on, intuitively how I'm feeling. I just want to point out first, you have 77. All right, and 7s are, very lucky numbers, at least to me. Like I love 7. So you got some type of new start, because you have these ones here, and I don't want to call it a new start, but I feel like you need a way, like, or you need to put something away, right? And kind of start over again. I guess that's what I was trying to say. But anyway, let's go to card number 7. Let's start there. All right, it says to the sea. It says being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. It says isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in flow with life? Even events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless. This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. So yes, I do feel that some of you need to just kind of start over again, you know, or to leave something, you know, behind, like to leave it behind and just kind of just embrace, you know, maybe what's going on with you guys, which it almost has a little bit of a, I don't want to say like a sad energy, but I do feel like maybe you're, I don't know, are you looking down, you know, on yourself this month? I'm not sure what this is, and I don't like to say things like that, but I just feel like there's like a need for, you know, authenticity or self-confidence even for some, okay? So all that glitter says, I need to see beyond the superficial. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature. That's here twice. So he says, a need to see beyond the superficial. The desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature. Same here with illusions and reflections, right? All right. A desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature. Trying to be something you're not. Chasing after every sparkly thing being mercurial. It's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint and pretty picture of oneself. Interesting. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will evaluate them and make them more attractive. This card signals it's a time to see beyond the abdomens and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlining them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? This is a relationship. That's what this is. Somebody holding it up. And I said, like, and somebody need to let it go. There's one of you, and I hate to turn this into a love reading, but this is just kind of what I see, all right, that, I don't know, I almost feel like, you know what, I ain't even gonna go there. I'm gonna say just as I feel it. Like, you could be dealing with someone, or maybe this is you. Or maybe they're dealing with you just for what you have, what they see, how you glow, okay? But I feel like there's something or someone, or whether it's a situation, I honestly feel like it's a relationship, but you need to let it go. Like, you need to start over. And I know this because that one is on, there's a one here. Ones are all about fresh starts, new beginnings, you know, just again, right? You need to let something go and you need to start again. All right, because let's let the cards tell you why. Definitely a relationship, and I feel that this is either you misrepresenting yourself, or maybe someone you're dealing with is misrepresenting themselves. But you know, there is no real value here, or you could be dealing with someone who only wants you for your money, or vice versa, what you can do for them. Or maybe this is you, or maybe someone is trying to attract you that way. Take what resonates, flip the roles, make them fit, you know, in the right place, right? But if it doesn't resonate, of course, you know, because this isn't for everybody. All right, but we got something's really fake here. And I bet you if we was using some of them love decks, it would definitely, you know, get in greasy and tell the truth. But I'm not even doing that today. I'm sticking to the cards that I got, and I ain't getting deep. But I already know right now that this is some type of relationship and it ain't right, okay? Look, Lovers on the bottom of the deck. I knew it. It ain't right. This isn't about you. This isn't about, you know, this is the illusion of you, right? If this ain't you, you know, pretending to be something that you're not, then this is somebody that's looking at you, you know, as, you know, just cash cow. All right. And you know it. The high priestess, you know it. You could be dealing with Cancer, you could be dealing with Pisces, but, you know, it's like this person ain't saying it, okay? But you also may be feeling it. Like this person may not be saying, oh, I'm only dealing with Libra for money. You may be feeling it. Or if this is vice versa, then your person's thinking that, and you know, it's the opposite. And you know it. You know, because the high priestess, she knows. She knows. She can predict things, so she knows. Maybe some of you aren't speaking to somebody too, because the high priestess is really quiet. You know, I ain't gonna call her sneaky, but she quiet. She all in her head, right? So I don't know. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is how they feel, right? The Nine of Pentacles represents, you know, financial independence, freedom, achievements, right? Rewards. Like some of you are just giving. You're spoiling somebody here. You're spoiling them. And you need to stop. You need to let them go. Because the more you spoil this person, the harder it's going to be. It's crazy. You'll get tired of it eventually. And maybe some of you are tired of it now because somebody has to keep something up here. They have to keep up appearances. They got to make the cars always got to be clean. They always got to have money. They always got to be sharp. Like this is too much. The Ten of Wands is like, this is enough. Some of you don't want to keep up with this person anymore, or maybe you do. Some of you are letting this go, all right? That's what you're leaving in the past, and you're going to make it known, okay? Because I think you're going to realize that there's somebody here that's not on the up and up, all right? Could have had some disagreements, maybe in the past. Maybe an argument could have been here as well. Maybe an argument was over money. I don't know. Could be. And then we have Judgment. So you have to learn your lesson, or somebody needs to, because this right here, Judgment is going to, it speaks of change, okay? Things are about to change now, all right? There was some type of maybe some self-reflection, or I don't know. It's different for some of you because with Judgment can represent a second chance as well. All right, so if you let somebody go, for those of you who may have let somebody go, they may come back again. They may come back again, maybe asking for another chance. So you'll probably hear from them in some way, shape, or form. Some of you are going to flat out be like, nah. You know, others of you probably will give them the second chance, even though you know that this person, they just want money. Like, that's all they want. They just want money. Because, you know, Judgment represents renewals. Interesting. All right. What else? It could go lots of ways. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. This is a headache. It's a headache. It's a headache. I have a headache. So we have the Six of Pentacles. And this is you giving gifts, right? This is you spoiling. Remember I said that earlier. This is another card of spoiling folk. You know what I'm saying? Giving them things. You know, being kind to them. Giving them gifts. Taking care of them. Offering them assistance. They tire, get flat. You go ahead and let me fix that. That's what this is. That's what this is. Watch. Look. All these arguments back and forth for some of you. And if you haven't, you're about to blow your phone up. If you let somebody go, they're about to blow your phone up. Constant. They upset. They want that money back, right? Page of Swords. Here they come. This person's immature. Pages are sometimes immature. And the stuff that come out their mouth is immature too. right? The things that they say. This page be popping off. And it's crazy because somebody still deals with this, though. Somebody is spying. Somebody's trying to be clever. Somebody here is edging to communicate if you're not talking to someone here. Meanwhile, we have somebody who's just trying to go their way. Others of you gonna go right back to them, but you know, others of you are exploring other things. You're not studying this person anymore. You ended it and they just like, look, I want you back. You have the Hierophant. Some of you could be married, all right? And you have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. I could go on and on with these, these cards that just came out. You know what I'm saying? So the Hierophant represents, you know, Sag, Libra, and Taurus. So you could be dealing any of those, but the Hierophant typically will represent a solid relationship, okay? And I feel like some of you were solid with this person. Like you were giving them everything that you possibly could, or vice versa, okay? But I feel that with this came a lot of like, okay, it's almost like if you needed to be with this person, it came with extras, right? You had to, this person, you want to take them out. You may ask them, hey, you want to go out and get something to eat? Well, yeah, but you're going to have to come pick me up. You know, that kind of thing. Like extra came with them. There was just something extra about them. You could be married to them. That's a possibility. All right. They could be a teacher. You could be a teacher. I don't really know. But I feel like there's some type of, you know, higher learning that you're being asked to, you know, to commit to here. And it may be like, hey, don't let this person back in. Like Source is here. So I would just be careful. Exactly. 5 of Cups. I would just be careful. Like if you're letting this person back, you have the 5 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I just feel like this is just going to be continual losses, you know, constant betrayals. You know, there's no winning with this person because you can't satisfy them. They spoil brats. And it's like, and somebody's keeping up appearances just for this person, or you know what I mean? I don't even know. 6 of Wands, this is a successful card. The 6 of Wands talks about, you know, recognition, rewards, you know, progress, like popularity. You know, I don't know. I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but somebody is probably pretty good looking, and that plays a role in this, right? Like the way this person looks, the way they move, whatever the case may be. And whenever I look down at the 6 of Wands, for some strange reason, I don't know, I mean, there's nothing pretty about that dude, but for some reason, I just saw somebody who was confident, beautiful, that, you know, just, you know, he's riding on this white horse. Like whoever you're dealing with, you know, this is how this person carries themselves. Like they carry themselves in this energy of the 6 of Wands. Like they could be very prideful, or just extremely popular or confident about themselves. Or maybe they always want to be recognized in the relationship, outside of the relationship, doesn't matter. Whoever this is got a lot going on with them. But, you know, the cards are saying, like, whatever, everything that glitters ain't gold. This person's not gold. They're a pain in the butt. They selfish. They're inconsistent. They're spoiled. They don't put no effort into anything. It's crazy. So this is what I have for you guys. Libra. And like I said, we got the Hierophant. Trying to think. Yeah, you could be dealing with Taurus, Libra, Sag. I don't know. Okay, or anybody for that matter. All right, just what I have for you, Libra. Guys, like and subscribe. Good luck with this. I'm sure it'll be better next time. You'll get rid of this person. I know.